Hello friends, welcome back. Ready to make your Angular app come alive? In this video, I will show you how to add smooth animations for a more engaging experience. Let's add some life to our components with Angular animations. Let's take a look at the demo. So you all know there is a online course enrollment application that we were developing as a full stack development. So I'm adding more stuff on the Angular 18. So these are the new things that I will be pushing to the same repository. So don't worry about the code. Let's jump onto the demo. So I'm on the home page. Let's say I am trying to navigate here. You see this, there's a slide in happening and it did not happen for other pages. So I can control on which route it can happen. So I'm seeing a nice animated slide in effort that you can see, but not on other pages. So in this video, I will show you how you can apply this on all the routes or specific to the routes. All right, so let's get into the coding perspective. So those who are not aware of where this code is, it is present here. You go to github.com/learnsmartcoding and search for online course UI. This is the online course enrollment application UI code, and this is where you find every single feature of Angular 18. All right. So I'm opening this code in my Visual Studio Code. So let's go one by one. Okay. Let's say we have to do this. We have to go to this app.config.ts and you need to first add the browser module, which is by default you will be there. All right. So in order to apply the Angular animation, there are a few important steps that we have to do. Okay. So this is Angular 18. In Angular 18, we have the imports of the ng modules in app.config.ts. So we need to import the browser animation module, which I have done it here. Okay. If you're using the older version or Angular 18 with ng module based concept, you need to import this Angular animation module in your ng module import section. Okay. Now, after that, I'm going to show you two examples. One is we will do an animation based on the routing. So in order for us to do the routing concept, the base route, if you look at this index.html, you see this app route. You see this app route. App route is the component that's the base in the the main starting component. Okay. So here I'm going to go, which is app route, nothing but here app component. Okay. So if you look at the app component, the selector is app route. So this is the one. So what we are going to do is we are going to define an animation here. Look at this. After this style sheet, like wherever the component is declared, there is something called animation. You can define animation here, and which is what I have defined it here. So basically, I'm not here to describe every single concept of animation. Animation can be based on how you want. So let me give you some important example. Animation has something called trigger. When to trigger an animation? In our case, it is route animation. So we have a trigger, which is route animation, and then we are defining how it has to be. So it has some CSS and all of those stuff, right? So basically what you need to understand from here is there is an animation that is defined on the app route and it triggers based on route animation. Now I also have a method called get route animation data. It is expecting a router outlet as an input, and then what it is going to check is it is going to check it should not be null, its activated route data should have some value, and also activated route data should have a data called animation. Okay, where is this coming from? Before we dive into that code, there's one more piece in the HTML. So if I go to HTML, what I've done is I have done this. I have defined a div in which there is a @route animations, because route animation is nothing but the trigger. So this is the trigger. For the trigger, call this method, pass the template of this outer outlet. So router outlet has a template called outlet. I'm passing this, which is nothing but, if I go inside this, it is a router outlet. Okay. So this is the simplest thing on the app component. Okay. Now There's one more thing that we need to make sure that it works. Okay, so now go to app routes, and before I go to app routes, I will tell one more time. You see this, it is looking for a data called animation. So I go to app route. Okay, there are many routes, but for home component I'm passing a data and I'm saying animation. Animation is a property which is this looking for, and it has some value. That's it. Okay, now if I try to find this, right, inside this, here it is and here it is about us. It is not there anywhere else, correct? So let's take a look at the demo one more time. Look at this, you see this, from here to chat there is no transition, but from chat to home there's a transition, because for home and for about it is happening because of the property that we are sending. But for here you see this, there is no slide in effect happening, because we are controlling when to animate based on certain data properties. So now in case you wanted to apply this slide in effect for every single route, superb, we can do that. What you have to do is you need to come to this logic and then you need to comment this. That's it, which means you're not expecting any animation data property from the route. Now let's see what happens. Great, I go to any page, it happens, right? You see this, the sliding effect is coming. So it is all about how you want. If you want this kind of animation to happen on every route, you have control, or if you wanted to control this based on the routing, you can do so. Now I'll show you one more thing. Okay, if I go to course and then all course, and then let's say go to category. Okay, so from category, you just pay attention here. If I go to any of these things, you see this a fading effect that is happening. Let's show one more time. Okay, so if I go here, so there's a fade in effect. Okay, so the fade in effect is happening because there's a logic, there's an animation occurred in the component level. So let's take a look at that. So I go to browse course component, and you see this in browse course component also I have added an animation, and the animation trigger is fade, and then it just shows some information of how to do a fade in and fade out, and then there's some CSS effect. So for example, in the HTML I define @fade because it's going to apply for this whole page, and then we have some CSS here, right? So in that CSS I have applied some transforms. So this transform here, there's a transform here, like a transform and a transition. Okay, so it's all about a combination of CSS and where you need to apply the animation. Because of that, this page, right, this page alone will have a fade in effect, and if you go to another page you have a slide in effect. Okay, so this is how you have to apply the Angular animation, and you can beautify this application very nicely. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, do subscribe to my channel. If you have any specific questions, do let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video, and stay tuned. I will bring up many important concepts in Angular 18, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tutorials. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Happy coding!